Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm back at you with another pickups video. I got some trades in here, some pickups. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. I'm gonna film it in a different style. Just have so many video games to get through to keep it short. So, here we go. Alright, first thing I picked up here was a Wii lot I got the other day off Facebook Marketplace for $10. It included that bowling bag and the Wii that came with all these games. That was the Wii that was packaged with. Not only is this Wii Sports Resort, but it is also Wii Sports. It's that combo disc. Yeah, so this was kind of the prized possession of the lot, along with obviously that cool Wii bowling bag. So anyway, now I just need to get a Wii bowling ball. I was at a thrift store here in town that had just recently opened up in the past few months that I didn't know about. They were running a benefit that benefited my kids' elementary school, so I stopped by and picked up a copy of Defiance, sealed, brand new, for $2, and it helps out my kids' school, so win-win. Up next, we have a pretty good stack here of PS2 and PS1 games that I picked up off a lady off Facebook Marketplace. She had a huge lot up there for like $200, which is a little too rich for my blood. I asked if I could buy a few games. She said sure. So for $30, I picked out these 5 games here. Twisted Metal 2. Rumble Roses, which I didn't even know they had one for PS2. So that's kind of cool. The Dukes of Hazzard, of course. The one I really had my eye on in there, just because it looks like an interesting game, and I didn't know that they made a State of Emergency 2. So, State of Emergency 2, as well as State of Emergency 1. So, anyway, get those ones a try, and that's a pretty good little pickup for $30. Can't complain. Up next, we got a few DS games here. I picked up a little lot for $30 here on Facebook Marketplace. It had some DS games in it, and you can see them here. But the big ones of the lot, Mario Kart DS, but mostly Fossil Fighter Champion. This is kind of a pricey game, so for $30, this whole little lot of DS games was entirely worth it, because this game's worth more than that alone. Alright, up next with more DS games. I got these from a buddy in Butte. He had picked up a DS lot for me that I saw on Facebook Marketplace. And this is why, mostly. Right here. There was a copy of Heart Gold in there. So, Heart Gold itself is a pretty pricey game. You guys know me, I'm not a huge Pokemon game, but it's always good trade fodder. Somebody's going to need it. And, yeah, so great lot for, I think I paid $30 to him for picking it up for me. So, alright, also from my friend in Butte, Greg. He buys and sells and collects video games as well, so he picks up a lot of stuff from garage sales or people reach out to him. So this is one that he had picked up that I was particularly interested in. This was the Play It Loud Game Boy. So I actually had this Game Boy when I was a kid. Not this particular one, but this exact model, which was pretty cool. So, yeah, it was cool to get that again. It's beautiful. Up next, we got an Xbox One X that happened to pop up on Facebook Marketplace here for $50. I went to go buy it from the guy, and on the way he said, "Hey man, somebody offered me $70. If you can match that, I'll still sell it to you." I said, "Okay, yeah, I can do that." Still a great deal. So the guy had it listed for. He wanted to sell it as quick as he could. So this is probably going to be traded into GameStop. So that is a pretty good pickup there. Pretty excited about that. Alright, next we got The Legend of Mystical Ninja on the Super Nintendo. So this was another pickup from my buddy Greg in Butte there. And yeah, this was a great pickup. We always trade with each other all the time. We always have rolling credit with each other, so I think I definitely owe him now. But this is going to be a cool one to add to the collection. Not only that, but he also had a power base converter, which is always really cool to pick up a power base converter anytime that you can. I picked this one up because I was hoping that maybe somebody in the trade group might want it. A power base converter is always a good thing to have extra of. So This is an extra for me, and I picked it up thinking that somebody in the group could definitely use it. My friend in Butte also, this is another game I got from Altered Beast, complete in box. Can't go wrong with Altered Beast. So, fun game. I played this a lot more when I was a kid, actually. My buddy Greg in Butte picked up some Wii games for me. Well, he picked up a whole Wii lot for me, and you're going to see why here shortly. There's some decent games in here. See, here's the loose disc games that were in the lot. And here's some of the better games. I'll also put like pictures of the lot and stuff throughout here, but this was the main reason for picking up the lot were these games. Wii Party being a big one. You can always use more Mario Karts and Harvest Moons and Wii Resorts. But Fishing Resort. Fishing Resort is a pretty cool game that he had in there. I'm going to upgrade my copy of Fishing Resort. I picked this game up so many times over the years, actually. And it's a great game to trade or resell to get more money for video games. So, great picking up this whole Wii lot along with a Wii and games and accessories and whatnot for $50 for me. So, he kind of did me a solid. So, this was a great find. Alright, more from Butte here. I'm going to just show you some more random games that I got from Greg there. So, Ninja Gaiden 3. Midway Arcade Origins, which I think I might have on the 360. Don't know if I have it on PS3. But this is pretty cool. It includes a lot of old school arcade games. This is a little pricier one to find. But definitely keep an eye out for it if you see it out there. Wrestlemania 21 Become a Legend. I have quite the original Xbox collection, and I don't think I have this game in there. So this will be kind of cool. This will take me back to probably middle school where I used to watch wrestling a little bit. So there's that. Beautiful Joe. Now some of these games we trade each other because we might know other people that might be interested. So some of this stuff is just stuff that I'm going to retrade too. So this is probably one of them. I'm pretty sure I already have Beautiful Joe on GameCube. So. One I don't think I have, at least on PS2, is Half-Life. So that's really cool. I haven't played Half-Life yet. I've heard a whole lot about it, and I know that it's supposed to be a great game, and that I'm going to love it because I like these kind of games. So, Half-Life. Wolverine's Revenge looked interesting, and I don't think I've seen that on PS2, so I just went ahead and picked it up. These 5 games here, Greg picked up out of a lot for me on Facebook Marketplace again. So this is something that he hooked me up with, and he paid $10 for it. He just passed that along to me as a good friend that he is, and so that was a huge score. I was happy to give him trade credit. I was telling him he should pick it up, but he knew I was interested in it, so that was very kind of him. So this being the big game in the lot, obviously, is Blitz 2 The League. I don't think I have this on 360. This is definitely one I'm going to add and play. The Blitz games are always great. Plus, Destroy All Humans is always fun. But I think I might have that copy of that game. Hey, Greg tossed this in as a freebie, mostly because the disc is all cracked. He said he was just going to pitch it anyway. It's in really good shape. Worst case scenario is I reuse the case and make the game a coaster, but for free, I won't really complain, and I just want to save it from the trash. Cool. Some other games I picked up from him, just ones that looked interesting or I didn't have in my collection. Vin Diesel Wheel, man. I didn't even know this existed, so that looks like fun. Actually, looks like a lot of high action there. So, yeah. Bioshock. I gotta get into Bioshock. I haven't really yet. I know that this is a game that I'll probably like based on my liking of Fallout and stuff like that. I really need to play Bioshock. I really need to get into it. I think I played like an hour of it once before, but yeah, I really need to take a deep dive into it because I'm sure I'm gonna love this game. So I went ahead and just got the Ultimate Rapture Edition since he had it. Can't beat that. He had a copy of Rumble Roses XX. I'm pretty sure I have this. I don't know. If not, I'll upgrade my copy or add it to it. If not, it's going to go up on the trade sheet. So can't go wrong with that. That's a good game to find. So yeah, thanks to my buddy Greg over there in Butte picking me up a lot of these games. This is all stuff that he's found that I went and sorted through his pile and took in on my own. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. And Greg, I owe you some credit, and I got some stuff coming your way eventually. All right, now some GameStop pickups here. Haven't had much luck at GameStop recently, but I did find this at a GameStop in Helena. Angry Birds 2 Under Pressure. So they have this basically at half the price of what it really is, and so I figured it's worth trying out because I like my VR games, and Angry Birds is funny, so we'll see how this is in VR. Then another one that I got from GameStop, mostly with what I did was when I trade in, I try to find the little bonuses to trade in towards. So they did eventually have a trade-in bonus for Kirby and the Forgotten Land. So all the stuff that I traded in paid for about half of this, just that bonus did. So I pre-ordered this and got Kirby and the Forgotten Land. This actually looked really cool to me. It kind of looks like Mario Odyssey, but with Kirby. And you can be so many different things. And me and my youngest daughter have been playing this a lot, and we really, really enjoy it. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be one that we kind of cruise through, but man, there's so many cool things in there. I think it's really cool when Kirby turns into a vending machine and shoots sodas at people. But there's so many things Kirby can turn into. This is a really, really neat game, and if you haven't got out there to find this yet, you gotta go try this out. This is a fun game. So Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Alright, a couple pawn shop scores. I haven't found much at the pawn shops recently, but you know, with what they've done to redo Cyberpunk and make sure everything's good, I figured I'd pick this up for $10 again. I'm pretty sure that I have my copy still. I might have traded it in a long time ago to GameStop while the trade-in value was really good. But for $10, this came with everything. So it has all the stickers, the postcards, everything. So that's kind of neat, especially to find at a pawn shop in really good shape. So, Cyberpunk. Batman Return to Arkham. Pretty sure I don't have this game. This game looks really cool too. All the Batman games from the PS3 forward have just all been amazing to me. They all look gorgeous. I think the only one that I didn't enjoy as much was the Batman game in VR. It wasn't as cool as what I thought it was going to be. But Return to Arkham, I haven't played this one yet, so I'm sure it'll be just as great though. Okay. I got a trade here that I picked up from Josh Moore over at PlayMooreGames. He's a good buddy of mine. He's in the Retro Collective group, and we send each other some stuff every once in a while. We threw in an Xbox Mutant Apocalypse manual and a copy of Columns on the Genesis. Luigis Mansion Dark Moon on 3DS. I don't know if I played Dark Moon, but Luigi's Mansion is always fun, so even if not, I'm gonna give that one a try. The main thing we traded for was this game right here. Totally rad. It was his idea. He brought it up. He's like, "Hey, do you have this game?" I was like, "No, I don't have this game." After looking up more gameplay of it, I was like, "Man, that is really cool. It is really rad." So I was like, "Of course, man. I'd definitely be interested in that." So yeah, you'll have to look at his videos to see what I traded him, because I don't even remember. But he's a good guy to trade with. This is a really clean copy. I'm really excited about the trade. And thanks, Josh, for the bonuses here. Always a good dude to trade with. So go check out his channel. I'll link it in the description below. Alright, last and certainly not least was a pickup I picked up off Macari. So I've always had the DK Banana controller, which is always a huge thing that I really like and enjoy in my collection. It's a really neat controller. If you haven't seen it before, I always keep mine in my treasure chest here. But for a long time, ever since I'd known about it, I found out that Nintendo Power made a Donkey Kong Country, or Donkey Kong 64 banana sleeve for the controller. So here it is. These are some promotional stickers that I got in the lot that I bought off Macari. So I paid $100, which is probably, I think that's kind of underratedly low, but it was a good deal to me anyway. I think you can get these cheaper sometimes because they're kind of more worn sometimes too. But this goes over the 64 controller. This is essentially the peel, if you will, for the banana controller. It doesn't fit on there very well. it's a really, really tight fit. Maybe this has been washed at some point. Maybe it's because it's, who knows, what is it, like 25 years old or something now. So either way, this is really cool find. I know it sounds silly, but it's something I definitely wanted to find to pair with my DK64 controller over there. So anyway, be on the lookout. If you ever see this, pick one of these up. This is really cool. It goes over your 64 controller. I don't think it's very useful, but it's pretty neat. So anyway, the reason why you don't see it on the controller was such a tight fit. I was like, oh man, I think I'm gonna rip this or something. So I took it back off the controller. It didn't fit good at all. It looked like me trying to fit into a small shirt. So if you can imagine that. Anyway, just another great pickup. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe down below. Comment with your favorite things. And if you have any questions, we'll see you next time. Take care.